Welcome to the MoneyWise Channel, where we speak of inspirational things and setting goals. Today we will be answering more emails. I'm very excited. I got so many. I've just been running through them. So continue to send me emails with questions. If you have any other questions or anything you want me to speak on, I love these verses, things you guys are sending me. We're going to just keep this up. This is so exciting. So today we will, it was an email that was talking about children and with discipline and punishment as far as the state. I thought it was so interesting. So today's video will be called Discipline vs. Punishment. Discipline versus punishment. Man, that's great. So first, let's look at discipline. Discipline is the practice of or the training of rules. That's what discipline is. It's the practice of or the training of rules, where punishment is more of an infliction or a retribution for an offense by the said person. So the first thing you see quickly is one thing is trying to help you become greater, to understand the situation you're doing, to develop you, where the other one is like, okay, you have passed the line and now this is what you have to deal with. A lot of people, when they hear discipline, they think it's punishment. It's like when you discipline your children, a lot of times they take that as a punishment by just telling them, hey, you got to wash the dishes every certain day. Every day about 6 o'clock, these dishes need to be done. When you first come home, give me your phone. For 2 hours, you need to do your homework. You don't need to be on your phone. They can see that as punishment. But in reality, that's just discipline. You come in, put your phone down, make sure you do all the dishes, clean your room, so on, do your homework, all these things. And then you get your phone back, and then you continue your day. They don't understand that punishment would be if you don't get your homework done, if you don't get these things done, then you will lose your phone. So that's the difference. There's been a problem, there's an offense, now you have to deal with it. That's punishment. Discipline is trying to show them how to follow the rules so that there doesn't have to be an issue. We don't have to get to punishment. When you're raising a kid and you see them start having problems as far as in the street or something like that, you try to teach them, be home by this time because of curfew. Don't try not to fight, because if you fight, you get in trouble. Do not steal. All this is training them. Just do some work at the house and you can get some money for the movies. You try to train them like that, because if you don't give them that discipline, then if they steal to try to get the money, if they hurt somebody, if they do these certain things, start selling drugs or being too promiscuous in the street, trying to sell their body for money, any of these things come, then here comes punishment. Punishment could be jail. It could be a disease. It could be getting snatched up. It could be getting beat up. It could get shot. There's so many punishments. So it's not just like the police or the parents that punish. The world itself will punish you if you make the wrong decisions. You know, you want to have discipline far as just yourself or your children or anyone you love. Or if you got a niece or a nephew, you try to show them how to get a job, or show them how to go to college, or go get some type of certification or something like that. Start a business. Anything you can teach them, build their credit, that's a discipline for them to format their life. You try to train them for greatness, because you know if that doesn't happen, then they're going to have bad credit. They're not going to be able to buy things. They're not going to be able to get a job. If they don't go to school, they don't get no education far as if that's what they need. They don't get that certification if that's what they need. And what's going to happen is they're going to be punished by life with poverty, and they're going to be all messed up. See, it's good to just teach the younger ones things like raising, how to be raised, and disciplining them, so when they have children they can discipline them. Or otherwise you have this continual thing of no discipline, unruly, and then you get into this thing where punishment becomes the way of life. And that's what you're trying to avoid. You don't want to see your family or loved ones continue to be punished. Because see, punishment to me is just like suffering. It's just something that's there, causing a lot of problems, and you don't always learn from it. See, a lot of people that end up in prison, they say when they went in, they were younger, and they actually became worse because while they was in there being punished, just sitting around with other people being punished, they end up clicking up and getting to know each other, and they came out actual real criminal. They went in because they had made a mistake because they wasn't disciplined and they got punished. But when they came out, they were 100 times worse. They were a hardened criminal now because they had just went through punishment around other people that were being punished. So there was no rehabilitation here. And so that's why it's so important that even if people are sent to jail, they should have some type of courses in there, something to help them out so they can be rehabilitated and make it more of a discipline than just punishment. Because once you start punishing people and putting them in a cold room by themselves with no clothes on for 6 months, stuff like that, and then once their time is up, you send them back to the public, that's insane. That punishment is not going to help them. We need some discipline. Now, I know punishment is necessary if they did something there. You have to separate them and you have to do what you got to do. But I'm saying from the rip, discipline is the best way to go if possible. Now we have to get people to understand self-discipline. You have to be able to discipline yourself. If there's something you're after and you need to do, you need to set it up, write it down, make it plain, and every day you need to do it. You need to get up every day, look in the mirror, clean your face, and say, hey, I am great, I am strong, I am this, you're a woman, I am beautiful, I am loyal, I am whatever, you're a man, I'm strong, I am dynamic. And you need to get yourself going and get excited about your day and get to it. You got to have self-discipline that you can get to it, because if not, there's going to be some punishment that comes your way because you're not getting nothing done. So you got to become overexcited about your life and make sure that discipline is in your life. Punishment is more bad. I would say discipline is good. We got to quit looking at discipline like it's a bad word. They discipline me. They discipline my child. Listen, if it's like if you have a job, if you can't discipline yourself, then you're going to have to go to a job where they're going to tell you, you got to be here at this time, on the line at this time. You get your breaks at this time, and you got to be back on the line. Then you got to leave at this time, and you got to be back at this time. Like, you're going to be under that situation because you could not discipline yourself to either get a better situation, or let's say you say, well, no, working at that job gives me discipline. It's not punishment because I want to be there. Okay, that's fine. That's like a person that loves to work out 3-4 times a day. Some people will see that as punishment. You see that as discipline, knock yourself out. Everybody needs different levels of discipline, but that line can go into punishment depending on each individual. Like, there's some kids you could just look at them and say, hey, I'm ashamed of what you did. That's shameful. You embarrassed me. And to them, that's like, dang, they're punishment, so you could just say that to them and discipline them and be done with it. Where another kid, you dang near have to grab them up, or you really got to do something to them. So there's different lines of discipline and which goes into punishment depending on the individual. So some people, they get caught driving without license, they get a smack on the hand, couple months probation. To them, that's their punishment. They're done. They don't want to do it no more. Where another person, that's not going to be enough for them. They might need to go sit in jail because next time they're going to want to be drunk, running and killing people, running in the stores. So it's just different for different individuals. So I'm just saying, discipline is not bad. I think it's a great thing. We should already be disciplined, period. We should definitely be always practicing, training ourselves of rules and understanding the laws of life. And punishment is an affliction. So once you get to punishment, I think you're already in trouble. So, that's my opinion of it. But hey, the most important thing is that you smile every day and know that plans may change, but goals stay the same. Like and subscribe to this MoneyWise channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Yep.